Hi everybody, it's Little Rhonda Lee, and thank you for joining me for part 2 of my Tupelo's Designs LLC design team project and for my Scrappy Happy Hour. So before we get started, grab your favorite drink, and today it's really been rainy and cold and kind of overcast here, so what I've made is like a good old pirate's drink. It's hot apple cider with some Captain Morgan spiced rum in it, and I've garnished it with some apple and some cloves sprinkled on top there. So it's really a good one to warm me up when it's cool outside. So cheers. Okay, before we get started, I just want to mention something very quickly. Apparently, my last video was blocked in Canada and Germany, and the reason is for third-party copyright thing. UMG, who is United Music Group, they're like the largest corporation in the world for music conglomerate, and they're also the second largest music publishing company. They're the ones that complained or whatever, you know, busted me for playing the Quicksilver Messenger Service music on the last video, part 1. And so they had, they were talking about 3 different songs in that video. So YouTube has a beta program where you can like remove just those sections. So I tried doing that, and it couldn't, for some reason, it failed to be able to remove all 3 songs. I did this because I don't want anyone to be blocked from watching these videos. So it just couldn't do it, I guess. So I'm sorry for my Canadian viewers and German viewers if you could not view that one. I tried everything I could. So in order to be sure that this doesn't happen again, then I'm not going to be having any music on these videos here where for the design team project, and possibly not for my own. Besides that, also I'm still trying to figure that out. I am doing some research and getting an education on that. I want to comply, but you know, it's kind of a drag that I can't play any music. So anyways, I want to just move on to this right now. So if anyone has any questions or comments about that, you can send me a private message, because I am going to be delving, I guess that's delving. Anyway, I'll be researching that more and finding out more about it, because I want to learn more about it too. So, you know, if you're interested in that, you can send me a message and we can discuss that on the side or whatever. In the meantime, no one else will be blocked any longer. So, all right, back to the fun stuff. So where we left off was I had used the molds for a few of the things, and then I had done some stamping, and I had to let it dry. Well, since it's been so humid around here, it did take the entire 24 hours to completely set up. I tried going back before it was completely dried and trimming around some of the excess stuff on some of them, and I actually shouldn't have done that, I guess, because it kind of like broke a couple. So I thought I better quit while I'm ahead. So I did. And let everything dry. So this one was the heart one I did, and it really wasn't a very good stamp, but the reason I'm keeping it here is that I want to see what it'd be like to try to trim this now, let's say, or you know, we'll play around with that one. Okay, the ones that did really do well and I'm excited about is the frame. Came out really, really good. Now everything does shrink a little, but that's fine. I mean, I don't mind that. It looks fantastic. So, and it's really hard now. So there's that one. Okay, there was this one I stamped with a rubber stamp, and that one came out great, and I was successful trimming this one without breaking it. And then I have the ones from the molds that were the little like button embellishments and the little filigree pieces, the ones I didn't break, and the stars here. So we're going to play around with that. And the last one was this one that I did with rubber stamp, which didn't come out as deep, but I'm still going to play around with it anyway. Okay, now these ones were the ones that I used the Perfect Pearls on before it was dry. So those look fine. So I want to try a few things. First of all, I'm going to do some Inca Gold. And just a quick tip for you guys, if you own any of the Inca Golds, or which they have in the store, and they have them in all the colors, but this is the gold one. And if yours is ever dried out on you, which happens to me a lot for some reason, I did contact Inca Gold and asked them what to do about that. So they gave me the advice, and it works great. And all you do is, I go in there with a toothpick or something, pokey tool or whatever, and make a bunch of holes, and then get some rubbing alcohol, pour it in there, put the lid back on, and you're good to go. I mean, like, wait a little while, you know, like I did that last night, and now it's nice and soft again, and, you know, so there's a quick little tip for you. So we're going to try that. And then also what I wanted to try, because this is all new to me, is also in my design team kit, I got some of the fresco finish paints, the chalk paints. And so I thought maybe I'd, you know, try painting a couple with one of these and seeing how that goes. And then I also want to try, which I was given in my kit, some of the Paper Artsy Fresco Finish glazes. Okay, so there, I'm going to try maybe the metallic, the pearl, and the satin glaze here, and see you know, how that'll turn out after. All right, so here we go. Now, see the frame. I did want to try the ribbon. I mean the Inca Gold. So we're going to go with that. It's so nice and soft now. So it will, you know, you hit the high spots with it. Oh, I love it already. Oh my God. This looks so good with the black. This is really neat. I love this little frame one. I'm going to have to get some more of these molds that have the different frames, because I really like the frames. Now, you know, you could get down more in there if you wanted to with a tool or like a brush or something, but I think I just like it just like this. Well, that was pretty simple, wasn't it? Can't beat that. Look at that. I think that is really cool. It looks antique. I like that. Success. I really like that. Okay, so we know that's going to work out great. Let's see, I'm going to do it to this one too, maybe. Yeah. Now, I only own the gold, but I do want to buy some of the other colors that they have for Inca Gold. Pretty sure the store carries, you know, pretty much every color or close to it, and they're reasonably priced. So, you know, and a jar of this stuff probably would last your whole life. I mean, it really goes a long way. And it's great for metals or really any surface. So, you know, it's one thing I really, really think is a must in your stash, because it's just so versatile and easy to use. And you don't have to coat it. You really don't. The only reason I want to try some glazes and stuff is just for a shiny effect, actually. It's not because I need to seal this or anything. Okay. And the more you rub it, you know, kind of the shinier it'll be too. So there's there's that piece. So that's fun. I do like that. Okay, so I think right now then I'm going to try painting. Putting a little paint on something here. So I have a little wax paper here. Squirt out a little bit of paint. And a brush. Just a inexpensive brush, which you can also get at Tupelo Designs. They have an assortment of brushes. Very reasonably priced. A whole pack, you know, with every kind of brush in it. So you can get those because, you know, sometimes you don't need a real expensive brush. You just, you know, you're going to go through them, and, you know, who wants to sit around really washing them all the time? And so, anyway, you can find those also in the store. Okay, so what do I want to do? Maybe I'll do the, nah, that one's not good. Okay, I'm going to do one of these little button things. See how it takes the paint or not. I'm just really not sure, so I'm just experimenting. And these are non-toxic paints, and they have really good coverage. So I was wondering if any of you have tried any of the clay out yet. I see a lot of good videos on YouTube, but I want to watch more because I want to get more ideas. Everything I've learned about crafting, I think I've learned it here on YouTube, pretty much. I mean, like, at least recently, you know, all the projects I do, it's thanks to everyone who shares out there. I love that because, you know, I get stuck in my own little thing, you know, my own private Idaho sometimes. I need inspiration. Okay, well, that covers it really well. So that is something that you can do also, obviously. Okay, so I'm going to let that dry for a few minutes, possibly. Maybe I'll hit it with the gun, I'm not sure. Okay, so what else do I want to try here? Let's try another color. I'm going to try the turquoise next here. Alright. Okay. I'm going to try this big piece. It'd be easier to paint, actually, for me. Oh, yeah. Oh, that spreads really nice. It really covers well. That's beautiful color, too. Oh, yeah, I'm liking this a lot. Isn't that pretty? I think that's really pretty. Looks kind of like a tile now. And looks like, you know, one coat's gonna do it. Cool. And I'll do this edges too. I hope I'm in frame. Sorry. One thing I think I did figure out and learn while experimenting with this is to probably, when you're stamping something, do it a little thicker, because one, it could break if you don't. Two, they want to tend to bend, you know, or like get warped. So I think the thicker, the better. I think the molds is you know, a real easy way to do it, and then you don't have to worry about that at all. But if you want to, you know, experiment and do your own thing a little bit with the rubber stamps and not use a mold, then I would suggest be sure you get a good amount of clay before you stamp it. And the store has plenty of molds, all kinds of different molds. Mod Podge molds, Martha Stewart molds, all kinds of molds. So check them out. Okay. So there you go. So set that aside for a sec to dry. It's drying really fast too. I'm surprised because it's so humid out here right now. Good paint. I like this stuff. Chalk paint. Okay. Let's see if that one's dry. Not yet. Okay. Well, I am gonna I just want to see what this looks like. This heart didn't come out so great, but I just want to rub some of this on to like kind of be able to see the pattern more. And wow, check that out. I thought it didn't come out. Oh, I'm so glad I did this. There you go. I thought the middle of this didn't get stamped enough. But actually, it did. I just couldn't tell. See what I mean? So there you go. Good thing I didn't like just give up on that one. That's pretty cool. Okay. But you can see, like, I did it thin, right? And it's a little warped. It's a little, you know. So I should have done it thicker, I think. So now the test will be, okay, like, I'm going to try to trim it. We'll see what happens here. I hope it doesn't break or something. I saw some girls, some ladies in the tutorials use a knife and some use scissors. So I'm going to start with the scissors, just a little bit, and see what happens. And actually, that works very well. Now maybe you might want to try some smaller scissors. Maybe like more fussy cutting types. I'm not sure, because I don't want to break it. That is not that hard. I mean, this is pretty easy. If you can just cut it with scissors. Yep.
There's something from... Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay, hon. Oh, thank you. My husband just brought me in some mail. He didn't know I was filming, but I told him that's all right. I'm just hanging out. Okay, I'm going to continue to cut there. I think I'm beginning to realize that I really don't have a lot of finesse. Maybe is my problem. Or patience, maybe. That could be part of the problem. Okay. And I bet if I had an emery board, which I don't at the moment, I bet I could, like, you know, sand those edges a little bit, you know, easily. Yeah. I'm not going to try to flatten it more because I don't want to break it. Yeah, it's pretty hard now. But that's cool. Look at that. That's not so bad. Okay, I like that idea. And here is the little tiki guy I did last time with the perfect pearls. And I just like trimmed around it a little bit. I didn't do anything else to it. Let's see, this is pretty dry now. But I guess I should just go ahead and do these too. So what do I want to do with these stars and stuff? Well, I'm going to do the gold on the filigrees. Or what I'm thinking of using it for in my projects. I think that's how I'd like it. Yeah. This has a really neat look to it. It's sort of like, reminds me of like black ironwork with, and then the gold on it. Really, I like that. Okay. See how quick and easy that is? Jeez. Now they have this Inca gold stuff in like pewter and silver and bronze and, you know, all those different kinds of metal colors, as well as blues and, you know, other pigment color kind of things. But they're all metallic, you know, finish sort of thing. Really easy to use. I love this stuff. Yeah, it looks like ironworks. And I'm not going to do the sides or anything. I just like the top done like that. And then, you know, you just glue that down. And I'm going to also do this button with the gold. I call it a button. I guess it's a button or embellishment. I kind of miss the music. Darn it all. Okay, and I think I'll paint the stars. I have some turquoise left, so that's what I'm going to do. Let that dry over there. Okay. If any of you have tried the clay, please leave me a comment or send me a message or something. I'd like to know, you know, or send me a link to your project or something so I can see what you've done too. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to try, after I take a sip, I'm going to try the satin glaze. And I just want to see, you know, how that'll be, because I've never used this stuff before. And it says water-based, environmental friendly, it's acrylic, and it's a transparent, low shine sealer. Use over the fresco chalk paints for a soft sheen or mix with acrylic chalks to make it more a lightly tinted glaze. Okay. And if you want a deeper sheen, then apply several coats. Okay. Easy enough. So I'm going to try First I'm going to try it on the heart. My little test piece here. Probably a bigger brush would have been good, but anyway. Okay, my memory card got full, so I had to take some things off of there. So anyhow, let's continue on. I'm going to try the metallic glaze now. And I think this time I'm going to just put it right on this and spread it around with my finger, because I wasn't liking those brush marks a whole lot. Can always wipe some off if I don't like it, I guess. So it seems quicker this way too. That's really pretty. It's like a pearly kind of metallic. That's really pretty. Wonder if I should like wipe some off or not. I'm making a big mess, but I like it. Hey, that looks pretty good though. Isn't that pretty? I like it over the paints. Yeah, that's cool stuff. Now I'm a big mess. Okay, so I like that. So let's see. The last one is a pearl glaze. And I'm going to do that over this. Same technique. That was working for me. Okay. Okay, I see that the pearl glaze is pearly, more kind of milky than I think the metallic one was. I need some more here. Okay, I'm going to wipe some off. You know what I like is that using the glaze doesn't wipe off anything you've done underneath it. Even the Inca gold stuff, in which, you know, I didn't even seal that, so. So, let's see. Might have been a weird combo to do that on. But anyway, we're just experimenting to get an idea here. So, I don't know if you can tell how it's a little more milky, not quite as much metallic as this one does. On the right color and everything, I'm sure it would do it more justice, you know, than the black one. Let's see. So there is my experiment, with these fresco paints and the glazes. And all in all, I really like the clay. I think I want to get some white and then I can color it any way I want. And also maybe some of that stuff to make your own molds out of would be neat too. Then you can, you know, take your favorite cameos and things and make a mold. But I really do like the Martha Stewart molds. If you want to just get going, hey, this is the way to go with these molds. They come out really easy, and I really like the results. So yeah, I think you know, stamping is, you know, a little bit of a curve on, you know, how good you are with that technique. So that will take a little experimenting, at least for me, because apparently I don't have any finesse. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this part 1 and part 2. And we'll go to the store and get yourself some of this stuff and give it a go. It was really fun. And I'll probably do another video at some other time after I practice a little bit with it, maybe, and show you what I made. And so until next time, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.